Yesterday was Sunday, wasn't it?
It was all day long.
A week from yesterday, we're at U.S. Cellular Field. It's the White Sox field. 7:05. The White Sox cancer survivors at U.S. Cellular Field. 312-674-5350.
Slow ball on the first pitch to Salmon, floats over the outside corner, 0-1. Salmon is playing right field tonight. He was the DH last night. The pitch, up and in, and almost got him. He was going out to get that ball, and he almost whacked it right in the helmet.
If he had been hit, balls are good. I love hitters. They get back in there like, okay, that was no big deal, and they stand to themselves, I don't want to go back out there again.
The 1-1 pitch, outside corner, strike called. 1-2.
Got back in there like, okay, throw it back out there, I'm ready. And the pitch was out there, and he wasn't going to get it. He throws him a cut piece to the inside corner. He's got him on strikes.
The 1-2 pitch. Outside and low with a fastball, 2-2.
And that's a cut fastball or a slider for the inside corner.
Neil Koch, 23 years old, lives in Lebanon, Illinois. The pitch. High and outside, 3-2. Koch walked 56 while striking out 131 and 106 in the third innings at AA Birmingham.
I think maybe 3 or 4 walks tonight.
The pitch. High and outside. There's number 1. And he had Salmon down 2 strikes. Scott Spezio is hitting .258, 11 home runs, and 47 runs batted in. If you play fantasy football, you can't afford to miss a day with ESPN's Chris Mortensen and Sean Salisbury at ESPN 1000's Fantasy Football Convention 2003. It will be presented by Eagle Home Loan.
I think Panowitz is going to be there.
This year's event is Saturday, August 16th. It's at the Northbrook Hilton. Here's strike 1 right down the middle to Spezio. Tickets cost $15, $15 at the door, or go online, www.espnradio1000.com. Find out about tickets and all the information on Saturday, August 16th, and the big day with the fantasy football weekend. The pitch, the ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Spezio out of Morris, Illinois. The Angels last night, and this is a team that has had trouble hitting, and they've had some big boppers out of their lineup, but they scored 10 runs on 14 hits. The pitch by Cox, high and outside, and Sandy's going to go out there and try to settle him down a little bit. He was all amped up for the first inning and got through that, giving up a hit, but he got a double play there.
He may be saying, look, you've got to throw the ball over all play. Let's go. We'll get a ground ball and get you a couple outs on 1 pitch.
Keep the ball down, get things happen. Benji Molina is on deck.
He gets the ball off. And you'll hear John Kubik pitching coach say, he was sliding towards first base, or he's leaving a little early from the rubber. That's what he's doing.
There's Todd pitches, and here's a high pop foul out of play to the right side.
His fastball is better than what people give him credit for. We haven't seen the overhand curveball enough yet because Alomar is trying to get him to throw 1 pitch over consistently.
Spezio and switch hitter past right-handed. Salmon off to the first base, which hitter goes over. The outfielder plays Spezio to fourth. Took off to the first base, and back Salmon picks up.
Nothing wrong with throwing over there. When you get the sign, if you're not comfortable with it, don't throw the pitch. Throw over the first, think about it, and expect them to call it 1, and then go ahead and make your pitch with a conviction with it.
The 3-2 pitch. All 4 up and away. Back-to-back walks to begin the second. John Cooper beyond the mountain. Yep. There's 1. This is 2001.
Not too far from where Brian Donlon thinks it's home.
Bill Cox becomes the second White Sox pitcher this season to make a major league debut in lucky Josh Stewart. Stewart was 6 2/3 on the 6th of April against Detroit, the longest outing by a Sox pitcher in his major league debut since Ramon Garcia lasted 7 innings against Oakland back in May of 1991. Ball 1, high and outside, and the plate is jumping around for young Neil Cox. 2 on, nobody out. Molina had a big game last night. The pitch to the right-handed batter, high and outside. Molina had a double, 2 singles, a run scored. They drove in 4.
Be interesting to see if he swings on 2 open, because I think this one's going to be in the strike zone. Dozier comes from the Dodgers school that says you make it for a strike and then you strike.
The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul out of play off to the left. School is out. He was up there for the leadoff walk is turned into a run. Now Rob Turner. Turner playing his 15th game of the Angels this season. 15 hits and 47 at bat. Hitting .340 for him. Nobody out in the Angels half the second. There's Cox pitch and a foul out of play down the right field line, and that has some carry to it way back in the seats.
Right now, he is the 1-pitch pitcher. You may see a breaking ball here, though. If it is, Elmar, if it's down, he's going to have to block it in the dirt.
Right-handed batter with a wide open stance, the left foot toward third base, and then he squares up with the pitch coming in. Foul ball out of play, right side. There's another fastball, up and away. Third ball, grounded at the middle. Goes to second, out. Cox covers third. That's a double play.
That's a nice play for the pitcher, too. Gets over there on a little fork grounder. That's a jam shot on a breaking ball. Goes 3-6-1. Second time in as many days we've had that play.
But Cox was over there fielding that position like he was first baseman, and he's been there for about 5 seconds already. He saw that ball hit on the ground on the right side. He sprinted to first base. On the play, Scott Fizio advances to third. He's there with 2 outs, and Sean Ruby coming up. Third ball, grounded at the middle. Goes to second, out. Cox covers third. That's a double play.
That's a nice play for the pitcher, too. Gets over there on a little fork grounder. That's a jam shot on a breaking ball. Goes 3-6-1. Second time in as many days we've had that play.
But Cox was over there fielding that position like he was first baseman, and he's been there for about 5 seconds already. He saw that ball hit on the ground on the right side. He sprinted to first base. On the play, Scott Fizio advances to third. He's there with 2 outs, and Sean Ruby coming up. The pitch to the strong right-handed batter. Low ball, one on and miss. That's 2 first pitch low balls. Nice tonight. 7 to her.
And that chance got strike 1.
One strike pitch, moves is jammed, and he fouls the fastball off to the right. That fastball then was clocked at 90. Wooten is hitting .257. 5 of his 45 hits have gone for home runs, with 21 runs batted in. Now the 0-2. High and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. When the White Sox come to bat, Ordonez, Everett, and Konerko will step up in the top of the third. We're in the bottom of the second inning with 2 down. The pitch, foul ball to the screen.
Mickey Hatcher, the hitting coach for the Angels, he's lecturing in the dugout to Rob Quinlan. I know it's not easy to hit. That's usually how it goes. But, here we go.
The pitch on the way to Wooten, swung on and fouled out of play to the right side. Well, it's not easy to hit, however, that's what you're paid to do.
Yeah. This place is filling up.
It is. Just a few empty seats. The upper reaches of the upper deck.
It's a late arriving crowd and an early leaving crowd.
The 1-2 pitch with a runner at third, low and in. A breaking ball speared by Sandy Alomar.
If Alomar, if I know him as well as I think I do, he's come back with a breaking ball.
Neil Cox looking for his first Major League strikeout. He has allowed his first 2 Major League walks. Tim Salmon, the first, came in for a run. The pitch, grounded foul off to the left.
That was a curveball.
Wooten is a big guy. Barrel-chested, designated hitter, listed as a catcher.
Ice hits ball right center.
The 2-2 pitch up and away, full count.
First ball hitter in the on-deck area. That's Adam Kennedy.
Sean Wooten is listed as 5'10", 230. The pitch, swing and a miss. There's the first major league strikeout for Neil Cobb.
5'10", 230.
And it's Sean Wooten. 5'10", 230. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 walks. The Angels get into another double play and left a man on. We're going to the third. The White Sox lead 3-1 before 0. 3-1 White Sox. We go to the third. Maglio Ordonez swings and misses the first offering from Ramon Ortiz. Maglio singled in a run, stole a base, and scored the second White Sox run of the first inning. Singled in Robbie Alomar. Ordonez is hitting .320, 22 homers, and 73 runs batted in.
It is official from Kansas City.
It's over, isn't it? Here's a check swing and a ball low.
Yankees win 6-0.
It is official. The game is in the ninth inning of Minnesota Cleveland, 9 Minnesota Cleveland. For a 1-1 pitch, Maglio takes low, 2 balls and a strike. Maglio went after perhaps a pitch out of the strike zone for strike 1. Overhead wind and the 2-1 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. This is what I was talking about in the pitching matchup there. It was good to jump on Ramon Ortiz early. As he moved later in the game, he began finding the strike zone on a regular basis. The 2-2 pitch. Maglio pops it down on a play right side.
You want to add one, see, for a couple of days. You're lead by 2 now, but you want to add one because you've got a rookie pitcher making his major debut, and you don't know what to expect from him. You've got the reports from Double-A, but this is a new thing. This is in the big A's in front of over 30,000 tonight here in Southern California. It's a big thing.
The 2-2 pitch to Ordonez. That foul on the play off to the right.
He's off the facing of the empty pitch center.
The pitch, and Ordonez wraps it to third, fielded near the bag by Spezio, and he throws him out, 1 out. First time the White Sox have not put the leadoff man on. We're in the third.
Books can also be brought to South Bank at US Cellular Field Sunday, August 24th. Sox rain. Game originally was listed as 6:05. It's been moved to 1:05. That's Sunday, the 24th.
1:05.
Yeah.
I like that better than 6:05 on Sunday.
Here's Carl. Weber tops it. Short right field. Back that in. 17 Kennedy. And he's called off behind Salmon. The Salmon gave one. Kennedy makes the catch.
Salmon said, I got it. So he says, I'm taking it.
He said, I got here first. Here's Paul Canuto. See what Paul can do after striking out the first time around. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on ESPN.
Block. 21st double for Valentine. This thing has already come in 2 games so far.
Into the third inning.
Going to the mound.
The White Sox have something going on with 2 outs, and they started with a walk to Canuto. Valentine had a 3-0 count and rifled one off the wall that was played nicely by Tim Salmon. That bounces away from Salmon, and Canuto comes on around. All is the runner at third base with Valentine on second, and Creedy coming to bat for the second time.
We got 2 summer threads. Need them here. Keep Philadelphia.
You don't need many threads, I'll tell you that.
WhiteSox.com, the official website of the White Sox. Get your MLB Authentic Collection caps, jerseys, T-shirts, and more.
Joe Creedy has driven in 50 runs. He has 12 homers. He's batting .242. The pitch by Ortiz, and Joe takes a strike. Joe, just imagine this is a year ago. When he came up from AAA, he tore up the American League. He had one terrific finish. Kept wagging the bat. Chokes the bat an inch. The pitch, Biggins takes over below a ball.
He's not bunting until there's a strike if he is indeed going to bunt.
3 runs batted in. 3 hits last night for Figgins. The Angels scored 10. The White Sox scored 8. Here's the pitch. High ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And Kotz has to be telling himself, Ed, just settle down. Take it easy.
He's also telling himself, I can't let this guy hit it. And that's why he's all over the place. But in essence, what he wants is for him to hit the ball on the ground.
The 2-0 pitch. Low ball 3, 3-0. The Angels are without Darren Erstad, Brad Fulmer, Troy Glass. Salmon may be slowed by a sore leg, but he's in the lineup. Here's ball 4 high. Neal was close on 1 or 2 pitches in that at bat. Here comes the pitching coach again, like an all-star team.
Phone may be ringing in that White Sox bullpen. Well, again, maybe it isn't.
In the pen, have Billy Koch, Dan Wright, and Tom Gordon from the right side. Got Sean Weiss, Kelly Wunsch, and Damaso Marte from the left side. Too bad Jamie Burke had to be sent down. He had 2 hits and 3 at-bats and just nailed the ball all 3 times up. Drove in a run in the 9th inning last night. Not a bad swan song, and we'll be seeing him later on. Maybe in a couple more weeks. Here's the pitch, squaring to bunt, and there's a miss by Amazaga, and they call that a ball.
I think he pulled the bat back, even though he was squaring around. The ball almost hit him in the foot.
He had that bat right out over the plate. If he pulled it back, it was at the very last second. Called ball 1. Alfredo Amazaga, the pitch to him. He takes a strike right down the middle. Now, he clearly pulled the bat back that time and took a good pitch. A fastball. Wouldn't have been a bad pitch to drop down. Third base coach Ron Renicky going through the signs. Looks like he'd been attacked by fire ants. The pitch. Bunted. 1 hop. Konerko has it. His play is first. Throws to Alomar, and they get the out. Adam Kennedy is on third. Figgins is on second base. The tying run is at second now with 1 out. Garrett Anderson grounded into a double play in the first inning. Last night's All-State Good Hands player of the game was Frank Thomas. We should have listened to Dave Rose in tonight's post-game show for the player of the game in this one and details on how to win upcoming White Sox tickets. The White Sox are back home beginning Monday night. The pitch inside a ball. Garrett Anderson hit into a double play in the first inning. The White Sox are playing the infield back all the way around. So they'll take the out at first base if they can get one on a ground ball and let the run score. Kennedy leads away from third. The pitch, swing and a miss. Anderson was trying to park a high fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's the one you see very well, and it ties you up. You go after it, and you go, look like a strike.
Garrett is hitting .314 in the top 10 in American League hitting. Neil Kotz pitches just inside with a changeup. Dan Wright is in the bullpen. Before the decision to bring Kotz up, Wright was listed as the starter for tonight's game. The 2-1 pitch. Curveball rolls high, 3-1.
Wright may have Salmon.
He may. 3-1, 1 out. Salmon on deck. The pitch to Anderson. Outside. The bases are loaded. And here comes Salmon. 5 walks in his Major League debut for Neil Kotz. Salmon walked and scored. He was in the hole 0-2 leading off the second inning. And Kotz couldn't put him away. Kennedy is on third. Pickens at second base. Garrett Anderson at first, and they make some noise here. Big crowd tonight at Edison Field. The pitch to Salmon, a swing and a foul. He thought if it's close, why not just wail away?
Well, he's looking dead red first pitch and fouled it back.
87 miles an hour on the fastball. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. 23-year-old Neil Kotz. He's on the hot seat right now. The one-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. 90-mile-an-hour fastball. He was amped up on that one.
That was Powder River right there. Here it is, right down the middle. He'll take a ground ball double play rather than a strikeout.
This is the second time Kotz has had Salmon 0-2. He let him wriggle off the hook in the second inning. The pitch to Tim Salmon, high, and in he gets out of the way.
That ball wasn't that inside, to tell you the truth. I got to be honest with you.
It wasn't. But
that ball was almost right down the middle. It was high, but when you see guys gliding, and Salmon is a gliding hitter, goes out the ball in the outer half, that's what happens.
He almost walked into it.
Got him set up for a change right here.
The 1-2 pitch. 91-mile-an-hour fastball just outside. 2-2.
This is the go pitch for the Sox and Neil Kotz on 2-2. We do not want to go to 3-2.
Big moment in the game already in the third. The pitch to Salmon, a swing and a foul. Back and out of play it goes.
That was a changeup, I believe.
80 miles an hour. That's a good call, Ed. Foul straight back. The White Sox are leading 3-1. Bottom of the third inning, one out. But the Angels have the bases loaded on walk. The 2-2 pitch from Neil Kotz. Inside just off the corner, and it's a full count. This is the pitch. But right now the bases are loaded. Salmon is batting in the second as the leadoff man. The pitch. Low walking, and the White Sox lead by one. 4 walks in the inning, and Jerry Manuel has to go get it. That's it for Kotz.
Every time a White Sox relief pitcher comes in the game, Blue Cross and Blue Shield make a donation to the Mental Health Association in Illinois. Blue Cross and Blue Shield, sunshine is true. 14th game for Dan Wright, 0-5, earned an average of 608, 60 and 2/3 innings pitched, 65 hits, 44 runs, 41 earned. Given up the home run ball 10 times in 60-plus innings, walking 33, striking out 37. And he has thrown 4 wild pitches. The numbers on Neil Kotz: 2 1/3, 2 hits, 6 walks, 1 strikeout, and so far 2 runs.
Just wonder how motivated Wright will be with Kotz taking Wright's spot in the rotation. At least for tonight.
I mean, how motivated he'll be? I mean, if he's down.
Oh, right now, let's see if he's pumped up.
Well, he'll be pumped up because he's got the bases loaded and his team leads by a run. But he's thinking about this. I'm in the game now. I got to hold this score down, and if I pitch well, that's what he's thinking about. The thing is, if he pitches well, he may be back as the 5th man in the starting rotation.
Wright lost his last start on the 2nd of August at Seattle, on 6 runs, 5 earned on 8 hits over 5 innings. Then he was moved to the bullpen.
How about this? Last night, Sox hit into a couple double plays with the bases loaded. It's the Angels' turn. Keep the ball down.
3-2 White Sox. 1 out. The bases are full. Here's Scott Spezio batting left-handed, and he takes strike 1.
That was a slow ball on pitch 1.
We've seen that 3 or 4 times tonight from Neil Kotz, now Dan Wright. Spezio walked and was left at third in the 2nd inning. Switch batter up there left-handed against Wright, and the runners lead all the way around. Great speed with Figgins at third. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ball back to Dan Wright. He's coming home. Give him a good throw. It doesn't have to be a heater. Just give Sandy Alomar a good throw and let him turn and throw to first to get Spezio.
The Angels grounded into double plays in the 1st and the 2nd. We're in the 3rd. The pitch. Strike on the inside corner.
They do not have a hit in this inning. They have a run in. The base is full.
4 walks and a run in, closing the score to 3-2. The Angels have 2 hits off Neil Cox. 2 runs so far, and Neil is responsible for Figgins, Anderson, and Salmon. Figgins leads in foul ground to third from the stretch. Here's Dan Wright's pitch. A high pop-up foul on the right side. That's going out of play. No play at all for Roberto Alomar. Troy Glass is not playing tonight. Didn't play last night. Darren Erstad is out. Brad Fulmer is out. The Angels have the bases full. 1 out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Spezio takes just outside. 2-2.
Walks with the bases loaded. They go to runs, but slams, strikes that aren't thrown well, go for slams, and then you're really in trouble.
Here's Wright okaying the sign from Sandy Alomar. Alomar places an outside target. The pitch by Danny Wright. A swing, and he popped him up on the infield. Infield fly rule is called. That's an automatic out. The catch is made by Valentin anyway.
I think that was a changeup.
77 miles an hour.
Where are you getting these ratings?
What's that?
Where are you getting those ratings on the gun?
Right down there.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Nice
Down by
big
the
numbers.
Well, I'm obscured by the monitor.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Now with 2 away, here's Benji Molina. We call him Mr. Lucky so far in this series. The pitch. Fair ball outside.
You must throw him fastballs and keep the ball down. Let him hit the ball on the ground. He likes the ball up, and he likes off-speed stuff because that enhances the bat speed.
5 runs batted in the series for Benji Molina. He is 58 for the year. Time called at the plate. The bases are full of Angels with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 3-2 White Sox. Here's Wright's pitch. Molina's jammed and fouls it off. 1-1. Minnesota is trailing 9-6 in the bottom of the 9th. The Indians took a 9-3 lead? 9-4?
9-4 it was.
Now it's a 9-6 game in the bottom of the 9th inning in favor of Cleveland at Minnesota. The Yankees beat Kansas City 6-0. Fastball, a little bit high, I guess. 2-1. That's 71 wins for Joe Torre's team, equaling Seattle's 71. The Yankees broke a 3-game losing streak. Right from the belt, pitches on 2-1, and Molina almost walked into it. He gets out of the way. 3-1. Another wide one, and the Angels will have a tie ball game and score 2 runs this inning without a hit. 4 walks so far. Adam Kennedy got it started, and he scored on the bases loaded walk to Tim Salmon, chasing Neil Cox. Now the 3-1 pitch from Wright. A swing and a pop foul out of play, and the runners will be off on the 3-2 pitch with 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd. It's hot night in Southern California. Sandy Alomar takes off the catcher's mask and wipes his brow. And he's going through the signs now for Dan Wright on in relief of Pats. Final now, Cleveland beat Minnesota 9-6. Kansas City and Minnesota have a loss. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a flat the catch, and the White Sox get out in front. 1 run scored, no hits, 4 walks, 3 left on for Anaheim. The Angels have stranded 4. We're going to the 4th in Southern California with the White Sox leading 3-2.
0-1 to Sandy. Check swing. Pitch was down. 1-1. Ed Farmer with my partner John Rooney. We're in the 4th. White Sox lead 3-2.
More tomorrow morning with Mike and Mike in the morning on WMVP Chicago. First for sports.
0-1 to Sandy. Check swing. Pitch was down. 1-1. Ed Farmer with my partner John Rooney. We're in the 4th. White Sox lead 3-2. Neil Count started and walked a few. He walked 6 in 2 1/3 innings. Better days ahead. There's a swing and a miss. Something off speed. 1 and 2 on Sandy. Dave Smith is our engineer here in the downtown studio in Chicago. Phil Fisher and Jason Johnson. Glad you're with us. The Sox tried to avenge last night's 11-9 defeat at the hands of these Angels. The 1-2 to Sandy. Swing a line drive. He caught it. Pitcher's glove went right in it. The other go hunt for Wallace. So finds him full of cash. That ball was smoked, and if his glove wasn't broken in, it is now. Because this ball was an afterthought into his glove. He just reached out and it was there.
He was not in a fielding position.
No, he was not.
But he just threw the glove out there, and look what happened.
There's Robbie. 1 for 1, a sacrifice, a single, and a run scored. That's a strike. 2 1/3 innings for Neil Cox. 2 hits, 2 runs earned, 6 walks, 1 strikeout. Through 66 pitches. There's a swing and a fly ball out of play that's down the third baseline.
You know, he was 50-50. 33 strikes, 33 balls tonight. Neil Cox is measured into the field. Will not figure in the decision.
0-2 on Roberto. Ortiz?
But 9 times in his career.
He has been a great player. Started as a catcher in Puerto Rico. There's a swing and a line shot, 1 hop to short. Mazagua has it, dropped it. Yep. He had it, dropped it. And then he picks it up and throws it back into his glove and tells the pitcher, let him hit it again.
He almost fell down. That's the kind of play next time.
You see that almost fell down. Ball hit him everywhere except his glove after it finished off the game. Got it, bobbled it, punches off his stomach, and then dropped it and threw it back into his glove and didn't have to play at first base.
Time for Mr. Lee to come up there, isn't it?
It is Carlos, who was the first and sixth. The Sox have 3 runs. It's the lead, downstairs for ball 1.
They're giving them all of right center field.
Lands the belt or 2. He's going to throw over first, just token toss there. Alomar was back with plenty of time to spare.
Boston is coming back at Oakland. The ace bat in the bottom of the 5th, leading the Red Sox 5-3.
The 1-0 to Lee. Check swing, he went around.
The Red Sox split with Boston the 4-game series. They play the U.S. Cellular Field. They play the U.S. Cellular Field. 2 more games at our place and 3 at theirs.
That's Barry Zito against John Perkins. Both run at Boston.
Perkins didn't necessarily bowl them over, did he?
He didn't, but he is a bowler, isn't he? 1 out, 1 on. The 1-1 to lead. Swing a line shot, gap, left center field. This will roll to the wall. Alomar turns at second, heads for third. Kim waving him in. And the throw, cut off. Run scoring double for Lee. The Sox get a run back. They now lead 4-2 here in the 4th.
He did come up big. He's 1 for 3 now. Double number 25 for him.
That error hurt, didn't it?
Unearned run.
That ball was smoked. Whatever it was right down the middle. Went to the beer sign in left center field with Garrett Anderson tracking it down. This throw came into the shortstop, but there was no play at home. And here's Thomas.
You're saying there was a double on tap?
It was right there. I'll take 2. 1 out, a run in. Lee at second. Thomas trying to get him in. There's the pitch to Thomas. That's a strike call. And Benji Molina now going to the mound to say, okay, now that's not what I called for. The Angel bullpen, he's not giving the bullpen time because nobody's warming.
Benji may be running faster between the mound and home plate than he does on the bases.
It's a tie. It's at least a tie. See Gary Glover either day so far? I've not seen him.
I haven't either. Just seen him walking to the bullpen.
Thomas over to pop-outs. The pitch to Frank. Curve low, 1-1. The pop-out in the first was to the first baseman, Quinlan, in foul territory, and the second baseman, check swing in the second.
Lee was taking a lead off second base like he was going to start flying, flapping his wings out there.
Kennedy will guard him and then move back towards the rim of the infield. The 1-1. High, 2-1. The Angels made changes in their uniforms a year and a half ago, and they showed them off in the winter, about a year and a half in the winter time, and they were modeled by former Angel and Sox left-hander Jim Abbott. And they went away from that Disney collection, thank goodness. Here's the 2-1. Low, 3-1. It looked like the uniforms that were worn in Angels in the outfield, the movie by Disney.
The Winnie the Pooh,
Red
Bill, and the LA. One is just outside the left.
Runners at first and second with 1 out, but Black on the mound.
We had plenty of time to do our business
Yes, we
tonight,
do.
haven't we?
We may run out of things to read.
Gary Glover,
That's
saw him
him,
right
he is,
there,
yeah.
Ed. He's warming up now. Guaranteed postseason seats for 2003. Grade C locations are available for the remaining games this season. For details, call the ticket sales office at 312-674-1000. They're great people there, and they'll help you out.
And that's a conference on the mound with everyone in a white uniform on the mound from the infield. And now there's the home plate umpire, Steve Ripley, going out to get in the fray.
Believe it or not.
The idea is go out there and then break it up. But Black continues to talk to everybody. Okay, let's speed it up. Come on, Steve. If he's not ready to go after what Black just told him, then let's get somebody else to pitch. It's not that tough. There's Maglio. I can see the concern with Ordonez coming to home plate. Maglio, a run scored, a single, and an RBI in the first inning, then a ground out to the third baseman Spezio in the third inning. Are you going to try and get your rally monkey bobble doll?
Yeah. No.
Or bobble monkey? See if the Sox can get rally in here with 1 out in the fourth and a run in. The pitch to Ordonez. Inside and high, 1-0. The average is 320, 22 homers and 73 runs batted in since the All-Star break. And Fuego, he has been on fire. Thomas at first, Lee at second. A look there at second by Ortiz, and they stepped off the pitching rocket. Talk about a slow worker. His fielders are going to sleep. Maybe that's why Black came out. He starts arguing. He goes, fellas, okay, wake up. Let's go. 4-2 Sox. We're in the fourth with 1 out. The 1-0 to Maglio. Low, 2-0. The ATA scoreboard, I can run down it now, all of it in between pitches. 9-6 Cleveland
last week.
So I can. Cleveland defeated Minnesota. It was New York getting by Kansas City 6-0. Detroit faced Texas 7-4. Tampa Bay doubled up on the Orioles 4-2. Games in progress. 6th inning. Oakland leads Boston 5-3 in the city by the Bay. And Seattle hosting Toronto 2-1. Mariners in the 6th. Pitch up and in. 3-0. National League Board. I might as well run down that.
He's taking 22 to 23 seconds in between pitches.
Just did the whole American League Board just about. 14-4. San Diego beat up on Atlanta. Extra innings. I think it was 14 or 15. Florida a run better than Los Angeles. 5-4 Fish. The Mets defeated San Francisco by the same score. Arizona shut out Cincinnati 2-0. Milwaukee doubled up on the Phils 6-3 at Veterans Stadium. Colorado beat Montreal 6-3. 3-0 pitch, popped up foul and out of play to the right. Houston lost to the Cubs 3-0, and it was St. Louis 4 better than Pittsburgh. The Cardinals 10, Pittsburgh 6. The Sox are on the fourth, have 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and the Angels have 2 runs on 2 hits, and they have committed 3 errors. And the run here on the fourth on an error. Yeah. Error by the shortstop on Robbie Alomar's ball, and then Lee doubled the men. Thomas walked. Sox have runners at first and second with 1 out, and the count 3-1 on Ordonez. And the 3-1 pitch to Maglio. Swinging a shot to short, off the glove of the shortstop into center field. This is going to get Lee in. Here comes the throw from Figgins. It's cut off. The Sox get another run. Ordonez has another run batted in, and the Sox have played at 2 here in the 4th. They lead 5-2, and Thomas stops at second.
Gary Glover is going to be the new pitcher, and Almazaga is supposed to be a slick fielder.
That's what I was told.
Me too.
We're back in a minute 5 on ESPN 1000 on the Sox Baseball Network.
Gary Glover is pitching in his 6th game since leaving the White Sox for Anaheim. 7 innings, 12 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts with the Angels. Overall, the numbers with the Sox and the Angels 1-0 and a 4.43 ERA. This is appearance number 30. 55 hits and 42 2/3, 21 earned runs, 3 home runs, 2 hit batters, 17 walks, 29 strikeouts. The opponents have hit .322 against Gary Glover, who was over the plate a little too often.
He was over the plate, but didn't pitch a lot either. And
No.
when he got in there, it was as if he hadn't been in there, and you have to be in there to throw strikes. Those are things you must do, but it's a catch-22 situation. When you're in there, it seems like you don't have to think about throwing strikes, and when you're not in there, then you're thinking about mechanics and how do I get it over. They say he's been throwing 97 miles per hour.
I said 95, 96. That's what I heard. I didn't see him throw 95, 96 all season.
No. We didn't see a lot of them either.
No, we didn't.
He's taking his warm-up pitches and heading for home plate is Carl Everett. Everett tonight, a single run batted in, pop out to second base. Ratio of walks to strikeouts 17-29 for Glover. Sox have runners at first and second with 1 out and 2 runs have scored. They lead 5-2. And Glover's pitch to Everett, swinging a shot up the middle, through for a base hit. Thomas got a late start. He's going to get the stop sign. He's going to slide and stop himself. As the throw comes in, it was wide of home, and the bases are loaded. Thomas looked like Fred Flintstone there. His feet were slipping on the skin part of the infield, and Everett's looking at he's looking at first base coach Rafael Santana. He said, I guess I hit it too hard. Thomas did not have good footing. He slipped.
Oh, and that 1 out was blistered right back to the pitcher Ramon Ortiz by Alomar, by Sandy.
Yes, it was. It was a shot. Here's Konerko, a walk and a strikeout, facing one of his old teammates, one of his buddies. Pitch from Glover, cut fastball to the outside corner for strike 1. Konerko has a season average of .237 with 12 homers and 44 runs batted in. He can get well with 1 swing here. Glover reading signs. He straightens. A look at third. And here's the pitch to Konerko. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tomorrow it's Burley against Washburn, 8:30 pregame show with Dave Wills. This inning has taken forever. And we're in the top of the 4th. They have worked very slow. Ortiz and now Gary Glover. The 1-1 pitch to Konerko. Jam shot fouled the right into the upper deck. Count now 1-2 on the Sox first baseman. Konerko is the 7th man to bat here in this 4th inning. Open stance for Paul in the right-handed batter's box. Molina going through an enormous amount of signs. Glover looks at third and his 1-2 pitch. Low, 2-2. To right. This is tag. Salmon running back in front of the warning track. He backpedals down to the ground. Thomas tags at third. He comes home. Sacrifice fly, RBI, and it's now 6-2 White Sox. On to third base is Naglio Ordonez, and the Sox have runners at first and third for Valentine.
Jose is 2 for 2 tonight.
Valentine halfway to the cycle with a run scored, a single and a double.
You know who's leading the National League wild card by a half game?
I'm probably going to be wrong here, but I was going to guess the Phillies.
The Phillies are a half game out.
Is it the Marlins?
The Marlins, 65 and 54. The Phils are 64 and 54.
The Marlins stopped a 3-game losing streak, I believe, today. Here's a pitch to Jose Valentine. That's a strike. (0-1) on Jose Valentine. Everett, a good lead away from first. Ordonez comes down from third. We're in the fourth with 2 down. And Glover's 1-strike pitch to Valentine is low, 1-1. When the Angels come up at the bottom half of this fourth, it will be Quinlan, Wooten, and Kennedy. That's 7, 8, 9 for Mike Scioscia. The starters are gone.
Arizona is only a game and a half out for the wild card.
They were out by a bunch before. They got Johnson back and Schilling. Here's a swing and a high fly ball right center field. Playable for Figgins. He's under it, makes the catch, and the Sox are finally out in the fourth. 3 runs, 3 hits, a walk, an error, and the White Sox ran 2 more. They've left 7, middle of the fourth. White Sox 6, Angels 2.
I was just taking a look at the National League wild card race where Florida has a half game lead over Philadelphia. Arizona is a game and a half out. The Cardinals are 2.5 back. The Dodgers 3.5 out. The Cubs 4.5 out. Montreal 5.5 out.
There's the first pitch to Quinlan. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Sox lead 6-2. We're in the fourth. 85 pitches for Ramon Ortiz and 53 in the strike zone. 1-0 pitch. That hooks the outside corner. Sinking fastball, 1-1.
Boston and Oakland started the night tied for the wild card.
Yes.
Oakland leads Boston 5-3, top of the 6th inning.
1-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. 2-1. The home plate umpire wants to throw a new ball into play. Steve Ripley throws that one out of play. Quinlan tonight, 0 for 1, a 3-6-1 double play. His stance is wide open in the right-handed batter's box. There's a strike, 2-2.
Colorado is also 5.5 out.
Colorado's in that mix, too. The wild card has helped some teams, hasn't it?
8 teams
there you go.
Within 5.5.
2-2 pitch, swung and a miss, strike 3, barrel the fastball, letter high past Quinlan.
Mercy.
Wright has his first strikeout. 1 out, and there's Wooten.
Wasn't that a nice, relaxing top of the 4th inning?
Yeah. 9 hits for the Sox, 6 runs. Wooten tonight, 0 for 1. First major league strikeout for Kotz. There's a curve in the dirt for ball 1. Guy field for Sandy Alomar. He's been trying to work the curveball in for Dan Wright now, and Kotz couldn't get it over. That one almost hit him, 2-0. Neil Kotz, 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs earned, 6 walks, 1 strikeout. Had the jitters tonight.
And the best news, the debut is out of the way.
Yes, it is. He'll be fine. The 2-0 pitch from Wright. A swing and a line drive down the left field line to the corner, fair ball, and that will be a double. I think it'll be a double. I'd like to see a foot race between Wooten and Molina, I can tell you that. There's a 1-out double, and here's Adam Kennedy. That's his 5th double already. That was the fastball belt high that was not moving at all. Kennedy, a walk and a run scored in the 3rd. That was after 4 walks from Kotz, and they only got 1 run as Wright came in and extinguished the blaze. 6-2 Sox. The pitch to Kennedy, low and in for ball 1. Kennedy, a left-handed batter from Cal State Northridge. The 1-out, Adam. That's a changeover. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wright has thrown 22 pitches, and 12 of them have been strikes. Kennedy is batting .268, closing in on double figures and home runs.
That's a change again. Back-to-back change-ups to the inside corner, 1 and 2.
Right with a glance at second, now steps off the pitching rubber. This inning started with Rob Quinlan swinging at a high fastball for strike 3. Then Wooten laced a double down the left field line. He's at second. The count 1-2 on Southern California's own Adam Kennedy. Wright's 1-2 offering and swinging a foul to play left. This guy has a demonstrative uppercut swing, and he'll leave earth on anything that's down. He makes my back hurt when he completes a swing. All white uniforms with the red hue to them for the Angels. Sox traveling grays. Tops and trousers. That's a foul spray to the left and out of play. And they have the red Angels across the front. I was mentioning the first year, or the years that I remember, they were the LA Angels. And they had a blue cap with I think it was a red girl, and then they had a silver halo on the front of the cap. There's a breaking ball or cut fastball inside of it, so close 2-2 on Adam Kennedy. But they were known as the LA Angels then.
When did they move in here, Ed?
I think 63 or 64.
I'm thinking about 63.
2-2 the count on Kennedy. The pitch. Downstairs. Ran 2.
So much for the first beach ball of the night.
Then some class has it.
It is a goner.
Yeah. 3-2 and 1 out. Wooten at second. Right. Doesn't look at second. 3-2 pitch. Line foul on the left field line out of play. We're closing in on our second ID of the inning. Not of the half inning, but of the inning. That means this inning is closing in on 30 minutes. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 here in the top of the first for the Sox that lead 6-2. Tampa 3-2 pitching, walking. 1 out walk. First walk for Wright. That's 7 now by Sox pitching. And at first and second, here's Sean, C-H-O-N-E, Sean Figgins, F-I-G-G-I-N-S. To make room for Cox, the White Sox sent Jamie Burke back AAA. Pitch to Figgins. Right down the middle. Late moving fastball. Started inside and crossed home plate right down the middle. Second career start for Figgins in the leadoff spot. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Left-handed batter. He likes the ball down and in. 0-1. Change high. 1-1. No, I don't like change-ups to the first or second place hitters. Never have. Still don't like them. These are guys who usually can handle the bat. And changing on this guy, you're doing him a favor.
We were a little bit off on when the Angels moved in here. They moved from Dodger Stadium after the 65 season.
There you go. That's high, 2-1. Well, they came into the league at 62, didn't they?
Yes, they did. That is correct.
Two balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. There's a swing and another one. End of the bat, third base side, Grady has it, put it in the pocket. Swinging bunt, the bases are loaded. You're really not taking any power away from a leadoff guy. They're usually guys who can run. I know there are exceptions to every rule, but all this did was just speed up his bat to hit an off-speed pitch. And he nubbed it to third. There was no play, really. Creedy made the throw, but he was already by the bag by the time Pinocchio caught it. There's a shortstop, Alfredo Amazaga. or I should say A-M-E-Z-A-G-A. The pitch, in there for a strike. Single in the first, his second hit, 26 at-bats, and then a sacrifice bunt. 2 out of 27. 347 in AAA. That's what he was before being recalled. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a bouncer to first. Canerco has it go off his glove to Alomar. Rights at first. The throw. Got him. Nice play. The run scores. Now it's a 6-3 Sox lead. That play went 3-4-1. The runners move up 90 feet.
The White Sox lead for 3, and they get it. They were fortunate to get it out when that ball kicked off Canerco's glove. Roberto Alomar, he's in the right place most of the time, Ed.
And Canerco did a lot of traffic copping right there. He was pointing to Alomar. Watch him. He's got the ball. This is the guy you got to watch. One swing from this guy and you're even. It's Garrett Anderson. He's 26 homers on the season. Right pitch to Garrett. I think no player gave up on that one. Think of watching the second and here on the fourth. That gets him within one. That's one. Armstrong is on plenty of reaching to something off speed or curve or a change. Sox can pick up ground. Something off speed or curve or a change. Sox can pick up ground tonight on division-leading Royals, and they can distance themselves from third place Minnesota because each of those teams lost. Minnesota 9-6 to Cleveland, and the Yankees shut them out. Shut out Kansas City 6-0.
The way Anderson's swinging the bat right now and conducts himself at those plate reminds me a little bit of Griffey after he's been in the league about 4 or 5 years.
He's going to dictate what goes on. The pitch. Line down the right field line, foul, and that had home run business. And he just one-handed that. That was like it just hung on the bat, just went around on it, ripped it down the right field line.
The way he hit home run derby days.
A curveball here, make it a swing. Smothers it with his glove, runs to the bag, and he's got him. Wright ran across the path of Garrett Anderson. If he runs into Garrett Anderson, Anderson would have been safe. Can't do this. 3 and assisted on Anderson. The Angels get a run going the fourth, and a couple of hits and a walk. They stand 2, and they have left 5 for the game. Or I should say 6 for the game. On to the 5th already, 6-3 White Sox. We're in the 5th. 6-3 Sox, 9 hits for the White Sox and 4 for the Angels. It's Creedy, Alomar, and then Alomar, Sandy, and then Roberto, and there's strike 1 thrown by Gary Glover, who will work from the stretch with the bases empty. Starters are drawn. Ortiz, 3 in the third, 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. There's Glover with the 0-1 to Creedy. His buddy takes strike 2. And for the Sox, Neil Cox, 2 in the third, 2 hits, 2 runs earned, 6 walks, and a strikeout. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification on ESPN 1000. Ed Palmer with my partner John Mooney. We're at Edison Field in Southern California in the city of Anaheim on this Tuesday night. Sox 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth. Angels single runs tallied in the second, third, and fourth. They trail the White Sox 6-3. Dave Smith is our engineer here at Edison Field. In the downtown studio in Chicago, Jason Johnson and Joe Fisher work there. We will be at U.S. Cellular on Monday. It is the half-price Monday against these Angels. They're going to swing a pop-up on the first and outside. The count are 1-2 on Joe Creek. Score from Milwaukee beat Philadelphia at Veterans Stadium in the city of brotherly love. 1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Arizona shut out the Reds 2-0. It was the Mets, 1 better than the Giants at 5-4. Same score in 14, I think. Florida beating Los Angeles 5-4. The Padres just walloped the Atlanta Braves 14-4. The 2-2 pitch. Foul to the backstop. American League games in progress. Oakland leads Boston 5-3 at Oakland. At Safeco Field in Seattle, it's 3-1 Seattle leading Toronto. That's in the 8th. The Oakland scores in the 7th. Here are the finals, and I'll get to them after another 2-2 pitch to Creedy from Glover. Here it is. Swinging, he popped him up on the infield. Who wants it? Right side. Rob Clemens says he'll take it. He just made the catch. 1 out for Sandy Alomar. The games that are finished, Detroit score in 14, I think. Florida beating Los Angeles 5-4. The Padres just walloped the Atlanta Braves 14-4. The 2-2 pitch. Foul to the backstop. American League games in progress. Oakland leads Boston 5-3 at Oakland. At Safeco Field in Seattle, it's 3-1. Seattle leading Toronto. That's in the 8th. The Oakland scores in the 7th. Here are the finals, and I'll get to them after another 2-2 pitch to Creedy from Glover. Here it is. Swinging, he popped him up on the infield. Who wants it? Right side. Rob Clemens says he'll take it. He just made the catch. 1 out for Sandy Alomar. The games that are finished, Detroit beat Texas 7-4. Tampa Bay 2 better than Baltimore. 4-2 Rays. Cleveland 9. Minnesota 6. And the Yankees shut down the Royals 6-0. Sandy Alomar, a line out to the pitcher, and he reached on an error. And it was a sacrifice bunt, so he's credit with a sacrifice also. Pitch. It's down the middle for a strike.
Well, Sandy should know this guy.
Well, actually, it was an error on the first baseman, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They said an error on the pitcher, but it was an error on the first baseman. Yeah, you should know this guy. He caught him. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Glover. Curved low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tomorrow, and it may be here sooner than we think, Burley will pitch against Washburn.
Well, in the Central Time Zone, it'll be around in about 55 minutes.
And that pregame show starts at 8:30. Well, when we say goodbye to you tonight, it is not tomorrow morning. Here's a chopper on top of home plate to the shortstop. And the throw to first, not time, he beat it. He didn't wind up to throw that to shortstop. He did. Amazanga threw that ball like it was a grenade to first. And all I heard about was how good this guy was in the field. I understand from him tonight. Not to that anyway. And the wheels, and then based on an error by guess who? The shortstop. Robbie looks at that low for ball 1, and Molina bluffed to throw to first at Sandy Alomar. I know this, Alomar, both of them could beat the Angels catcher by a bunch if it was a 60-yard dash. Well, it'd be a 60-yard run for him, a dash for others. Glover looks at first, 1-0. Alomar squares around a bunt, bluffs it, 2-0.
Well, we have a 3-legged race where you tie 2 legs together. The brothers run.
Yeah,
they still beat it. They beat it.
We are in the 5th, 6-3 Sox. The hit by Sandy Alomar. That's not double figures in hits for the Sox. They have 10. There's a check swing. Did he go around? I believe he did. Yeah, the home plate umpire, Steve Ripley, just told him, believe it or not, you did swing at it.
They tell him that's 10-4, good buddy.
That's 2-1 also on Alomar. That is 10-4. The Angels, incidentally, have 3-4-3. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors tonight. Level with a 2-1 delivery. That's just high, 3-1.
Now Sandy is taking a page out of Robbie's book at first base, dancing around over at first, and taking a move to second base.
He figures, you know what, if my brother can do it, I can. I'm not going anywhere until he hits it. Infield, middle infield, play for a double play ground ball. The 3-1 to Roberto. Swinging a foul tip into the glove, in and out of the glove of Benji Molina, and he's shaking the glove. Maybe the glove's sore. That was a stinger to the glove.
Sometimes a foul ball can twist the hand around a little bit. You feel a little electricity going to the arm.
Especially here at Edison Field. 6-3 Sox, 3-2 the count. We'll see if Sandy runs on a 3-2 pitch to his brother. He goes, the pitch. High fly to play the left. Go upstairs to the upper deck.
See the billboard over across the highway?
I do.
There's energy conservation is always in season. They have as many lights on that thing as they do in the ballpark here. And that's Edison International Billboard.
And their little marquee is under each one of the distances on the wall all the way around. Another 3-2 pitch, runner going, grounded to second. Kennedy to short for one. He was in close to the bag, and they came a double play. 4-6. In the inning, no runs, one hit, a double play ball, and nobody left. Halfway through tonight's game in Southern California, 6-3 White Sox. Ballwood Bat League begin shortly. 31st of this month. The league opens to all high school age players. Several sites around the Chicago area or around Chicago. For details, visit BullSoxAcademy.com or call this number 630. Play ball. We are playing ball in the Angels half of the fifth, and Dan Wright, who is 0-5, can qualify for a win if he holds the Angels down. They lead the White Sox, lead the Angels 6-3, and pitch one, outside for ball one, Tim Salmon. It is Salmon, Spezio, Molina here in this fifth for the Halos. Here's Wright's 1-0. That's right down the middle, 1-1. Salmon will walk at a run scored, and then a walk for the Sox here in the sixth. Totals through 5, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Sox, 3 runs on 4 hits, and 3 boo-boos for the Angels with the play in the sixth. John,
we might be setting a record tonight, getting the drop away before the 7th inning.
To put this in perspective, Burley and Mulder on the recent homestand pitched a game in an hour and 54 minutes.
Here's a ball to Carlos Lee.
This game is over 2 hours, and we're in the 6th.
Working out of the stretch, Gary Glover, an extremely slow worker. His pitch, a little bit low, a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Glover on in relief of Ramon Ortiz, who lasted only 3 1/3 tonight. 8 hits, 6 outs, 85 pitches, 53 strikes. Glover works out of the stretch all the time. The 2-0 pitch, strike call, 2-1. Why is it the White Sox against the Texas Rangers, the Anaheim Angels, play painfully long games?
I wish I had the answer.
The 2-1 pitch, a strike. Used to be that way with Oakland, but that has changed over the last couple of years. I think their big 3 in the rotation has something to do with it. And even Rich Harden, the rookie, has a nice pace to his game. Foul ball. That almost picked off Thomas over in the on-deck circle on the right side. 2-2 on Lee. But you know, Ed, when we go to the ballpark in Arlington, we're just going to batten down the hatch. We're there for...
Right, and if the game's moving, we're going to get rain for an hour or so.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul ball back. And just hope that if it gets to be one of those good old-fashioned American League ball games, that your club can out-hit their club and just be 1 run better in maybe a 10-9 game.
I took a look at our arrival on Monday morning from Texas, and I started laughing. It was after midnight. That'll be a joke.
The 2-2 pitch. Lee spoils it off foul.
I think it's like 2 a.m. Isn't it on Monday morning?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to check it out.
Well, you know we're going to have a 3-hour, 20-minute game on getaway night. Thursday night. The pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a foul. The 1-strike pitch. A little bit low. A ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Thomas has a walk and a run.
We are here to play the Angels for 4, and then the Angels come to U.S. Cellular for 3, and we go to Texas from here to play 3. They come for 4.
Strike right down the middle. Fastball over the heart of the plate from Gary Glover.
That would be the long and short of it, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'd rather have 4 here and 3 in Texas than the other way around.
For some reason, 4 games in Texas feels like a week, doesn't it?
It does. It is painfully long. It's in air ball. Even a 3-game series can be painfully long. There's just nothing to do there other than the ball game. And it's so hot this time of year. You walk outside and you're...
Yes.
2-2 now. M-I-A-E-I-C-H. Our right-hander is the Angel bullpen. Swing and a miss. Kennedy looked like he was taking his tee shot.
He has an uppercut swing, that's for sure.
2 walks tonight, a run scored. 2 walks tonight, a run scored for Tim Salmon. So pitch by Dan Wright. Swing and a high fly ball center field. Could be an easy play for Carl Everett. He's in front of it, makes the catch, 2 outs. Dan Wright allowed a double to Wooten, a walk to Kennedy, an infield hit by Figgins, and then on Almas Vega's ground out, a run scored. Since then, a base runner on an error by center fielder Carl Everett on Benji Molina's ground ball, or his fly ball, I should say. Here's a pitch, a strike. Looking for ground balls. 1, 2, 3, 4 ground ball outs for Wright. The pitch. Here's a ground ball, right side of the infield. Konerko has it, feeds right, nice play. The Angels are out in order for the first time tonight. Figgins is out, first base to the pitcher covering. Wright has mixed it up. Ground ball outs, fly ball outs. He's given up 1 run on 2 hits so far. We're going to the 7th inning. We're in Anaheim. The White Sox lead the Angels 6-3. Mark Mianic. So walking the bullpen in left field. M-I-A-B-I-C-H. Our right-handers at the Angel bullpen. Swing and a miss. Kennedy looked like he was taking his tee shot.
He has an uppercut swing, that's for sure.
2 walks tonight, a run scored. 2 walks tonight, a run scored for Tim Salmon. So pitch by Dan Wright. Swing and a high fly ball center field. Could be an easy play for Carl Everett. He's in front of it, makes the catch, 2 outs. Dan Wright allowed a double to Wooten, a walk to Kennedy, an infield hit by Figgins, and then on Almas Vega's ground out, a run scored. Since then, a base runner on an error by center fielder Carl Everett on Benji Molina's ground ball, or his fly ball, I should say. Here's a pitch, a strike. Looking for ground balls. 1, 2, 3, 4 ground ball outs for Wright. The pitch. Here's a ground ball, right side of the infield. Konerko has it, feeds right, nice play. The Angels are out in order for the first time tonight. Figgins is out, first base to the pitcher covering. Wright has mixed it up. Ground ball outs, fly ball outs. He's given up 1 run on 2 hits so far. We're going to the 7th inning. We're in Anaheim. The White Sox lead the Angels 6-3.
City has 16 saves there. The 5-3 with an ERA in the 2s. Yeah, 2.93, and that's doing something in Salt Lake City because the air there is fairly light and the ball jumps, and I mean it jumps. So we'll see what he brings to the mound. You call him big guy, you may be overstating it just a bit. This guy looks huge. I'm going to say he's close to 6'5", and about 230. Yes, he does. First up for the Sox, Carl Everett here in the 7th. Konerko and Valentin to follow.
6'4", 205. I think he's bigger than
205. I'm 6'5" and a half at 205, and this guy, it looks like someone left an anvil in the top of his jersey. Yeah. From the stretcher, the pitch to Everett, swung at a slider down and in for strike. His rookie fastball got a slide piece and swung right over the top of it. 0-1 on Carl Everett. And the 0-1 pitch from Mianic. Sinker to the outside part of home plate was low, 1-1. I said 1 hit for Glover, 2 hits. Threw 47 pitches and 2 1/3. 6-3 Sox, 10-4 and hits over the Angels. The pitch, he hit him. Sooner or later, I know those aren't intentional, but they still hurt. Sooner or later, somebody from the Angels is going to get drilled. Just the way it works. Sorry about it, but that's the way it is. I don't care if you get hit by mistake or not, but that's it. So Everett hit by a pitch opening the 7th. Konerko bat, sacrifice fly RBI, strikeout and a walk, and just took a heater down the middle for strike 1. I think it was a fastball.
As big as this guy is, you'd think he could throw the ball right through the backstop.
He may be just changing speeds on it. Everett at first with a good lead. And the 0-1 pitch, he almost hit Konerko.
82 miles an hour. 84 on the first pitch.
Started his career in Sarasota, Florida.
Molina, guess what?
He's going to the mound.
Every Friday and Sunday home game, the first 20,000 fans will receive an ESPN Zone game card coupon. The White Sox player hits a home run during the game, redeem the coupon for a free $10 ESPN Zone game card. For game tickets to the White Sox, call 866-SOX-GAME.
Remember Gary Racich?
Oh, sure do.
He signed him for the Boston Red Sox, yeah. They attended the University of San Diego. That's the Toreros. It's Catholic University in the San Diego area, I believe. Pitch. That's downstairs. Check swing. He didn't go around. 2-1.
That's a San Diego State Aztecs, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Dave Sniff says yes. Being the programming guru he is at KFMB in San Diego.
Lake Ridge High School, that's where he graduated from in Oregon. So the weather changed for him when he moved down the coast. The 2-1 pitch to Konerko. It's outside, 3 balls and a strike. And I think the word dude may have creeped into his vocabulary when he got down there.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I think so. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Sox with an error, 3, 4, and 3 for the Angels. And this game has moved at a slightly slower pace.
I've never heard Scully used the
dude.
Dude.
He needs to get out more. Here's the 3-1 to Konerko. That's high. Ball 4. He walked him. So not a hit, and the Sox have 2 on with no outs. That's only the 3rd walk by Angel pitching tonight. The Sox, incidentally, I believe they have issued 7, Wright 1, and Kotz in 2 1/3, 6.
I just can't imagine Scully walking into the press box, seeing you. Well, hi, Ed. How you doing, dude? And it just
Doesn't work for Vin?
Interesting to
Well,
know.
could you see me walking in there and say...
3:15. I mean,
Just see me walking in and say, Vin, how you doing, dude? No, I don't think so. Vin would be a stretch for me with Mr. Scully. Here's Valentine, and that's a strike, and that had 94 miles attached to it. So he's adding and subtracting on his fastball, but that's some gas right there. Gary Racich signed him. We were talking about him last week, and didn't know what he was doing. Now we know he's scouting, at least he had been, for the Red Sox. 0-1 with 2 aboard. The 0-1 pitch to Valentine, swinging a line shot, right field for a hit. Up with it is Salmon, and the stop sign for Everett, and he slides. And he'll move back to third base, and the throw came in. He'd have been out by plenty.
Bruce Cam has had 2 guys sliding so far, waving them around, then putting up the stop sign just after they've crossed third base. That's Frank Thomas, now Carl Everett.
So Grady's up with the bases full. I don't think you could throw it hard enough for Valentine to say, you know what, that's not hard enough. I think he's just going to keep saying, you know what, that's too hard. Bring it on. So that was an intentional slide by Everett as well as by Thomas to stop them. A hit by pitch by Everett, a walk to Konerko. Valentine single has loaded him up for Grady.
Might as well go ahead and put all the pressure in this ball game on the Angels right now.
And they're bringing the infield up. The ball to the gap in right center could go for a triple. The pitch, breaking ball, and a good one for a strike. His slider is 84 miles an hour. His heater is about 93, 94. Joe's 1 for 3 and average over 240 now at 241. The 0-1 to Grady. Breaking ball down and away, 1-1.
This is Mr. Miotich.
Let's see if Grady can wipe one out of here. The 1-1 pitch down and away, 2-1.
Wax one here?
Yeah, just wax one out of here. Wax on, wax off.
Bases full of Sox. Infield up. The hit by Valentine, incidentally, now 11 for the Sox. The 2-1 to Creedy. That's a strike called knee-high outside batter's box. 2-2. Had the Thundersticks here last year in the World Series, but now they've got, there's a new look here. They've got a red fuzzy cap with a white stripe down the middle of it. That's what they're wearing, some people. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no out. Full of Sox to base guard. There's a double hit at home plate. He swung at it, the ball hit his bat, and then completed a swing, hit his bat again. They're going to announce the attendance. They've already alerted us, but they haven't come up with a number as of yet.
This is tense.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 6 runs, 11 hits for the Sox with now. 36,458 paid tickets tonight. Or tickets sold, I should say. 2-2 on Creedy. And the pitch to Joe. Swinging a ground ball left side, diving the shortstop. Got to play it home from his back. Throws low. Safe at home plate Everett. Ball got away from Molina, the catcher. That'll probably be a fielder's choice and no error. Maybe a hit for that matter because he had to throw from the seat of his pants. Amazagua's had a bad time at short tonight. He made the dive. The stop was brilliant, and from his knees and then hit his backside. Throw was low. That's a base hit and RBI. The Cleveland's doing 245. $2,200,000. Was right on the money.
Giannis's tag, though, was on top of the plate. Konerko went sliding into it and then over the plate.
That's the first out of the inning. Now the Angels have the infield up again, but they have runners at second and third with Creedy at second and Valentine at third. And the pitch swung on a miss by Alomar. 2-1. He was chasing something down the way. 7-3 Sox. I know what Manuel's thinking. I need another run. Need elevation. There's a swing and a shot inside the bag at third. Down the line it goes. This is going to get 2 in. Valentine crawls home. Creedy to follow. Alomar trying for second. The throw there. Alomar slides in. Safe at second base with a 2-run double. There's been a 3-run 7th. The Sox lead 9-3.
Reverse of last night. The White Sox were down at 10-4 before picking up 4 runs in the 9th inning, only to lose 10-8. The White Sox lead by 6 tonight.
10-8 with the Sox a chance to winning it last night. They had the bases loaded when the game ended. A hit, a double would have played at 3. This double gets you 2. And here's Robbie Alomar taking a strike from the outer. Leaves in the on-deck area. A walk. There's a curve and a beauty, 1-2, or a big slider. The Angel bullpen. It's very quiet out there. This is the Sox, right in line for the win. Deep breath by the honest, the 1-2 pitch. And the dirt got the home plate umpire. Goes to the backstop, and Steve Ripley's hurt, and you can hear him on our crowd mic. On the third goes Sandy Allen.
And that is a wild pitch.
Did you happen to hear Mr. Ripley?
I couldn't hear what he said, but he was barking back there.
Oh, this ball got him right in the knee.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you in the break what he had to say.
He's not happy with
No, he's
Mr.
not.
Miadic or Molina.
The ball's 2 strikes to pitch. That's outside. 3-2. The Angels have the infield up once again. They're down by 6.
Now, this game cannot end quickly enough for Mr. Ripley. Strike zone might get bigger.
Yeah, it just has. The 3-2 pitch to Alomar. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. Got him on something off speed. That's the Angels' 3rd strikeout tonight. 2 down for Lee. Oh, boy. Ripley got that right off the kneecap. I'm not laughing at what happened. I'm laughing at what he said. There's a pitch to Lee. Slider low for ball 1. 84-mile-an-hour slider. When we do take this 17th stretch, it will be well worth it. As the Sox are up here in the 7th with 2 down, the 1-0 delay. There's a strike, 1-1. This game's going to go at least 3.5 hours, I can tell you that. Unless a turbo boost comes in here quickly. And we don't care because the Sox are leading. The 1-1 to lead. Swinging a chopper on top of home plate. At third, Spezio has it, catches it, whirls around, not in time. Alomar scores, and Lee's got an infield RBI single, and the Sox now lead 10-3. He's got a couple runs batted in. He's 2 for 5. It has been a 4-run 7th. Here's Frank. Thomas tonight 0 for 3 with a walk. Quinlan was trying to sell that to the first base umpire. He said, I caught it. He said, I know, but Lee was by the bag a while ago. There's a pitch to Frank. Follow the backstop for strike 1 off the end of the bat. In the first inning, the Sox sent 6 men to the plate. In the second, the same amount. In the third, they sent 5. In the fourth, 8 men batted. And this is the 8th man that hit here in the 7th. Pitch to Frank is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. The minimum was spaced in the 5th, and 1, 2, 3, the Sox went out in the 6th, I'm happy to tell you. Because they've exploded for 4 runs here in the 7th. The 1-1 pitch, Thomas buckled them with a curve, 1 and 2.
In the West, Seattle has a 3-game lead over Oakland. Oakland won 5-3 over Boston. In the East, the Yankees lead Boston by 4 now.
The 1-2 pitch to Thomas, curve, strike 3, got him. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Miadic. 8 men batted, 4 scored on 4 hits. A hit batter, a walk, a runner thrown out at home, and the Sox leave a runner. They've stranded 8. Fans stand for the stretch here at Edison Field. It's brought to you by Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Toyota dealers. Middle of the 7th, the White Sox lead 10-3. They've out-hit the Halos 14-4. And Dan Wright's been on since the 3rd, and here's the pitcher of record for the Sox, Ramon Ortiz, for these Angels. And Wright's first pitch here in the 7th is called ball 1 by Steve Ripley, who was whacked on the knee by a Miadic's pitch in the top half of this inning. Samazagua, or Mazgua, I should say, that's the way they're pronouncing it here. It's A-M-E-Z-A-G-A, Garrett Anderson, and Tim Salmon. Mazda, and takes a strike, 1-1. I should say 2 balls and a strike, 10-3 Sox. Left-handed batter, Wright delivers from the right-handed side. And Danny's 2-1 pitch, swinging a pop-up foul just to the left of us behind home plate, 2 and 2. 0-74 for the Angels shortstop. Tonight, single to right in the first, sacrifice, and a 3-4-1 out at first base.
The 2-2 pitch, another foul. This one reaches the backstop. White Sox 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Angels get on the board. They throw 3-1 in the third. Then they pick up the run. There's 3-2 there. Sox got 3, 6-4. Then they get a run on the board. There's a third. Teams did not score in the 6. Going to look at the bullpen names on his chart. Talk to pitching coach Don Cooper, and he's going to say, Coop, who do we have available and what do we want to do? Phone is ringing in the Sox bullpen. Anderson tonight, double play, 3-6-3 in the first, a walk in the third, and he hit a shot to Konerko the next time up. Just took a curve for strike 1. Kennedy High School in San Fernando Valley, John Garland, alumnus of there also. The Angels are hurting. Troy Gloss on the disabled list. Runner goes, the pitch, swinging a number to short. Valentine's got an easy play. They'll look at second and throw to first as he holds Amazga at second. And 6-3 on the out. They weren't playing hit and run. He was taking advantage of the first baseman playing behind, but Garrett Anderson now is looking out there as if to say, what in the world are you doing? 1 out for Salmon. These are the world champs, and playing anything like it a year later, they are 55 and 63. The Sox currently are 62 and 56. Salmon just took one to the outside corner for strike 1. 278 for Temple, 15 homers and 58 drop bad in. Walk in second, run score. Walk in the third, drop bad in. Cloud to center in the fifth. Once you start throwing the Sox bullpen in left field. There's a swing and a high pop-up between the mound and third base. Creedy says he'll take it. Fair territory. Joe makes the catch. With 2 down, here's Spezia. Scott is over 2 with a walk. I wouldn't be surprised if this duo worked again together, Kotz and Wright. Kotz starting and Wright, if there's need be, coming to the rescue. There's the Spezia line drive to Konerko, and that's it. The Angels are out. Surviving leadoff walk is Wright in this inning. No hits and a runner left. Move to the 8th inning. Sox 10, Angels 3. So Jayhawk alone. Owens, Biggins, and Devanna make out the outfield from left to right, or make it up. For the play-by-play here in the 8th, here's John. Already the 8th.
Already. And the White Sox, more favorable results tonight for them with a 10-3 lead. But this has been a brutal ball game, and the pitch outside of ball, it seems like everybody up there has been 3-2 tonight.
They're not all pretty, but if you can win these, they're worth the time.
Win these, you really beat down the opponent, and you wear them out mentally.
As well as physically.
Biotic works from the set all the time. The 1-0 pitch to Aaron. Outside the ball. It does give Aaron a chance to get in and play. Maybe get a couple of at-bats the way things have been going. The White Sox sent 8 men to the plate. The 4th, scoring a couple of runs. 8 men came up in the 7th, and 4 scored. Seemed like 7 years ago.
Sounds like an address.
The 2-0. Outside ball 3. Jose Molina tried to frame that.
Seemed to go to Aaron Brothers, and that's down the street. That's how far outside that one.
Now the pitch. Biotic fires a heater in there, 92 miles an hour, strike call, 3-1.
Aaron Rowan left 34 tickets today and had to buy those.
34?
Yes.
Willie Harris is on deck. Rowan dropping inside corner. Mianic came out at the beginning of the 7th and gave up 4 runs. The 3-2 pitch to Aaron Rowan. Ground ball left side. The third baseman has it. Spezio throws out Rowan, 1 out. Willie Harris is batting all of 191. No home runs and 3 runs batted in. Everett in this spot went 2 out of 3 tonight. A hit by pitch, RBI, and a run scored. The only time he was retired, he popped out to the second baseman in right field. Paul Konerko comes out to the on-deck circle. He'll follow Willie Harris. 1 hit in the last 16 at-bats for Little Willie, who takes the ball high. 40 pitches for Mianic in 1 1/3 inning. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The pitch up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. The White Sox have gone 6-13 against the American League West. Lost by 2 here last night, but lead tonight 10-3. The pitch to Willie Harris, swung on a miss. Missed a 2-0 slider. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher with 1 out, nobody on base. The White Sox looking for their 63rd win. The Royals lost tonight. They're 63-55. The strike call. The White Sox go on to win this one. They'll be 63-56, a half game behind the Royals. Minnesota lost, and the Twins are 2.5 behind Kansas City. Mianic pitches on 2-2. A slider swung on and missed. He's out. Willie Harris was running like that pitch was scooped out of the dirt. Called out by the home plate umpire Steve Ripley. The strikeout is the 3rd for Mianic, and he's trying to work a 3-up, 3-down 8. Paul Konerko walked in the 7th inning. He walked in the 3rd. Sacrifice fly in the 4th. 0 for 1 officially. He's a strikeout victim, ending the White Sox first. Outside a ball. The tone for the game was set with Robbie Alomar stealing second base on the first pitch to Ordonez with 2 outs in the first inning. Maglio then singled the run in. Maglio stole second and came in on a hit. There's a long one to left field. Back toward the bullpen and off the wall. Paul Konerko is on his way to second base, and he has a 2-out double. The double for Konerko equals his uniform number 14. He's at second with 2 down. It's on for the second straight inning, and for the 4th time in 8 innings tonight for the Angels. There's a swing and a line drive fouled on the right field line. About 10 seconds for station identification on ESPN Radio in the West. Kelly wants curveball, rolling in a ball. Quinlan, the right-handed batter, an open stance. Pitch outside, backhanded by Olivo. Aaron Rowan is in right field. Willie Harris in center. Carlos Lee in left. With Joe Creedy, third base. Jose Valentin at shortstop. Tony Graffinino at second. Ground ball left side, on through in the left field. A base hit. 2 on with nobody out against Kelly Lynch. Did a fine job tonight. Jones begins throwing for Anaheim in left field. The Angels batting in the 8th. 2 on and nobody out. 4 2/3 innings for Wright. 1 earned run. Walked 2, struck out 1 through 72 pitches. And Wright gave up a couple of hits. Kelly Wunsch has allowed 2 hits, nobody out. The pitch to Wooten. Outside and high, ball 1. Neil Kotz started the game tonight. 2 1/3 innings in his major league debut. He walked 6, struck out 1, but gave up only 2 runs. Wunsch pitches inside, almost hit him.
He almost drove him. This is not the time that you get back for them hitting Carl Everett.
No. Finish up the game, go on, come back and play tomorrow. First and second with nobody out. There's Wentz with a glance to second and the pitch. Strike called inside batter's box. Strike zone is getting a little bit bigger and the plate a little bit wider.
I think Ripley's knee's also sore.
Bowden with a slightly open stance. Bends the knees. The pitch to the big guy. And he hits a line drive to right field. Right to Aaron Rowan. Second. Owens makes it to third base standing. First and third, one out for the Indians. Here's Adam Kennedy. 2 walks tonight, a run scored, 0 for 1. This is the only game going on in Major League Baseball. Another night game tomorrow. Mark Burley, 10 and 11 against Jared Washburn, 9 and 11. 8:30 airtime for Dave-Will's pregame show. That's 8:30 Central. 9:05 for the first pitch. And there's a fly ball, center field. Willie Harris comes on in left center, makes the catch. Owens tags and scores. The throw is cut off by Valenti. The White Sox lead is 10-4 now. Batted in for Kennedy is his 33rd of the year. Rob Clemens is on first with 2 outs, and here's John Biggins. Biggins has a single, a walk, 1 for 3 tonight. He's batting .303, playing in his 28th game at the Major League level. He's had 3 different stints with the Angels at the big league level this season.
What Biggins does when he gets in the batter's box just before when he walks out there with a little circle around home plate.
There's a strike.
He makes an L with the bat and then puts his foot on top of it. I'll find out what that's about tomorrow.
Biggins with an open stance. Holds the bat down on the handle. The pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. Aaron Rowan on the run, on the move near the sidewall. Reaches. He made the catch, and he was able to hold on to the ball.
That's a great play.
That's a foul ball, and he had to battle the fans for the baseball over there. Little star by that one for Aaron Rowan. The Angels picked up a run on 2 hits against Kelly once. They left a man on. They've stranded 9 tonight. We're going to the 9th, believe it or not. The White Sox lead the Angels 10-4.
Sox have a new pitcher here in this 9th inning. They lead 10-4. They've outhit the Angels 17-6. Usually you make a good play, you lead off an inning. This is not the rule.
11 a pair of left-handers going at it. 8:30 for Dave Will's pregame. 9 o'clock red lineup. And I'll get to the first pitch around 7.
There you go.
2,294,215 paid to see.
They're making money.
They are after
And
the World Series.
It's not over yet. This was only their 58th home game or 51st home game.
And with the White Sox winning tonight, they now stand 7-13 against the AL West, and they're 1-1 against the Angels. And feel pretty good about their chances tomorrow night with Mark Burley facing Jared Washburn.
Sox are a half game out of first place.
And they have the lead over Minnesota by 2 games now. Minnesota's in 3rd place. Minnesota and Kansas City both lost tonight. Thanks to our crew, our engineer Dave Sniff, making it all the way up the 405 to 5 to Anaheim, coming up from San Diego, and putting in a long night, isn't it, though? Jason Johnson, Joe Fisher in the studios in downtown Chicago. Fred Farmer, I'm John Rooney. Good night from Anaheim, from Edison Field. Dave Wills is cooking breakfast right now on ESPN Radio on the White Sox Network.